Thank you very much. I am Obaseki Utetenegiabi. By the grace of God and the benevolence of His Royal Majesty, I am the Obadolagbonyi of Benin Kingdom. Thank you very much. It is most unfortunate that this thing has to bring up. It has now become a topic for discussion. At all, it shouldn't be. It got not to be at all. First of all, it is like this. When a thief is caught with whatever he has stolen, and the police tries to help to retrieve the stolen property, will the police keep it? No. Will it not be given or taken to where it was stolen from? That is just the same. And this, everyone calling it Benin Artefacts, Benin Artefacts. Let me ask the average Benin man. I'm the son of Obaseki of Benin. Nothing was taken from my father's house. Nothing. Not even a button of a shirt was taken from my father's house, or from his father's house, or from his mother's house, as big as they were. My father's mother, his father was Utetenegiabi. Nothing was taken from there. The big place on Forest Street, Bago area, that is the Utetenegiabi's place. Nothing was taken from there. Also, as Oyezomo, nothing was taken from Egwazomo. And the same thing with you. Nothing was taken from your father's house. All these works, these materials, were all taken from the palace of the Oba of Benin. And so, it is my candid opinion and advice to whoever is involved that it be returned to the palace. Return to Benin. That is what it is. Now, my personal opinion, why I feel somewhat not so comfortable with using the term Benin Artefacts. Crafted, yes, they were crafted and they are artworks crafted, but these are more than artworks. They are spiritual works, spiritual materials. Materials that were in different altars, in the different Uga. It's very, very unfortunate that is now topic for discussion. Somebody wants to take possession. Why? Let us go a little spiritual on this matter. You may call it mystical on this matter. I'll tell you straight away that in 1888, when Prince Idubowa, the son of Oba Adolo, became Oba of Boname, not by sea. Now let us look at the tables of past Obas. In 1888, Prince Idubowa, son of Oba Adolo, had the grace of God, and upon the demise of his father, became Oba of Boname, not by sea. One may ask, before Prince Idubowa became Oba of Boname, was there any Oba that was appellated with not by sea? And ever since Oborane, has any other Oba been affiliated with Nogbaisi. No. Because it was his personal destiny to Baisi. And what is Nogbaisi? That goes round the world. To be known all over the world. Everywhere. In the here and the there. To be known everywhere. So, because in our belief, our spirituality tells us that as He, we stand before the throne of God to tell God what we want to do, what we want to be, how we want to do, and how we want to be when we come to this plane of life. It was Ovurame's destiny that he will make Benin be known all over the world. And on that same strength of belief, we also have Igbo Utetenegiabi that goes with the child from the point of taking destiny to disturb that destiny. And so it was with the friends of Oba Ovurame. They followed him into the world to try to stop that destiny. Trying to stop that destiny was the deportation to Calabar. But were they able to stop the destiny? No. No way. Delay is not denial. So the things that we are now Ovura and Nogbaisi, because as the Oba of Benin, everything that is Benin, you, me, he, she, all of us, we are now part of what makes the Oba of Benin. So those artworks became, they've been there all these years. They've been there all through. The white men have been coming since 15 something. No, far more than that. They never saw it. Even if they saw it, they never considered them to be anything worthy. If they had, they would have asked even good friends like Oba Iwai the First, Oba Esigi, Oba Orogbo. They would have gifted some of these things to the white man. But because it was the destiny of Oba Ovurame to be known all over the world, to take Benin to be known all over the world, to put Benin on the map of recognition, they had to take these things away. And today, as we speak, there is no public or a very good private museum in the world that the mark of Ovurame Nogbaisi is not appreciated. And so it was achieved. They took all these things and it became that there is nowhere, actually no home in the world where Benin is not known. The deportation of Ovurame to Calabar and the casting away of Ovurame's works, materials, put Benin in the home, in every home in the world, and on the mouth of every living creature in the world. Like we say in Benin, Ahioga Yumodia, Hari 9 on a Muleketi. These works, what we call artifacts now, are the Ahio of Ovurame Nogbaisi, of Obama Nogiedo. They have gone far, and now the Ahio is coming back to Muleketi. And so, I will use the opportunity of this medium to advise all those, whether they are restoration trusts, legacy restoration trusts. I read some few days ago, I saw in an interview granted by my cousin, Babo, that the legacy restoration trust is not to take over. It's not to take over. Of course, you have no business with taking it over. Which other trust, which bigger trust can we have than the palace? His Royal Majesty Obadolagbonyi II even set a place to be built in a world standard museum. If you know who Obadolagbonyi II is, the kind of taste that he has, you will know that sure, the Benin Royal Museum is going to be one of the best in the world. So please, please, and please, and please again and again. These works are for the Benin Royal Museum, and they should be returned to the Benin Royal Museum. I want to indulge all of us to still pray for them. Because when Jesus was hung on the crucifix, one thing he indulged his Father, said, "Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do." That exactly was the word in a different way by His Majesty. Nda Obaseki Obadolagbonyi. These works, these acts, the spiritual materials will be returned to Nigeria. The federal government will receive. The federal government, being, because we are now in a new system of governance, can hand it over to Edo State government, and Edo State government must hand it over to the palace. If you are lady or a good video, I Adeguhi Yekiesi, the government Yekiesi, or by Table in the Karokuya. That's my opinion, that's my view. So please return to base. When you get return to base. I hear you more than what does it mean? No matter how far, how distant the urine goes, the last few drops must be in between the legs of the owner. These Benin artifacts, let me use your term, are the Ahio of Ovoram and Obaseki, and it has now come home. No matter how far the chicken goes out to play, it must come home to roost. The goats, no matter how far they go and find food for themselves, when the twilight comes, they come home to the pen. Please, I hear you more, dear man. Or Diakari na endomu leketin. Wageri Bodayo. Wageri si osigbosi lege. Ofiarin. Awanyawa. The British have enjoyed it for that long. They have used it to develop their civilization. As they are returning to Benin, so are they returning to Cameroon, so are they returning to Ghana, so are they returning to South Africa. Which means, in a simple thing, the time has come for the black race to raise up its own civilization. In the next few years, Africa, the black race, will become the eye, the apple of God's eye. Where is the next generation destination where everyone will be rushing to, will running to. Everything will be here. All the new, in the past few years, over a decade or two, all the new inventions in the Western world are done by black people, which means the tide is gradually turning. I want to indulge all of us on the words of His Royal Majesty Omonobani Dukwa Oba II, that we should pray for these people who have their thinking, who have their eyes, who have their mentality towards the returning world. We should pray for them. When Christ was hung on the crucifix, He indulged His Father, Osanwudwa, forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. Simple. These people exactly, His Majesty is asking, pray for them because they know not what they do. But I will say, Almighty above, remove your hand from these things. They do not belong to you. Nothing was taken from your father's compound. Nothing was taken from my father's compound. Everything taken were taken from the palace, and they should be returned to the palace. Irihai, Iritaise, Irioji, Obaseki, he says.